Yo, what's up, and welcome back to
Wet Nightmares.
They're wet because it's raining. Let's start a new game. Ooh, once you've lived a little, you will find that whatever you send out into the world comes back to you in one way or another. It may be today, tomorrow, or years from now, but it happens. Usually when you least expect it. Usually in a form that's pretty different from the original. Saul Hudson. Are we going to watch the Rings tape, finally? This afternoon, a hauler filled with 2 tons of sand overturned at the main entrance of the city, causing a bottleneck that lasted nearly 6 hours. Dozens of travelers, both locals and tourists, were forced to turn around, most unwilling to make the long detours given the current dangerous road conditions. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt, the driver walking away with only minor injuries. Despite the accidental nature of the incident, dozens of locals took the opportunity to protest in front of the town hall, voicing their past concerns about the town's alarming lack of safe, well-maintained optional routes. The truck driver's name, which will not be disclosed, even voiced his own concerns over the matter. He was familiar with the route, but blamed the crash on a recent mudslide, stating that he lost control of the vehicle while trying to avoid several large rocks. In other news, the authorities continue to investigate the disappearance of 19-year-old Wendy Cannavaro. The young woman was last seen a week ago, Friday, January 18 at 11:47 at night, coming out of a bar on the outskirts of the city with an individual who still remains unidentified. The mayor assured the victim's family that actions to work with surrounding authorities will be taken as soon as possible. The mayor's assurances left many citizens openly disgusted. As one incredulous parent stressed in an earlier interview, it was the 3rd time this year that the mayor has made such promises, with no tangible results. The authorities speculate that the disappearance of the young woman may be linked to 4 other women who have recently disappeared under similar circumstances, since they all have the same profile. A serial killer maybe? Caucasian, long dark hair, and between 18 and 25 years of age. Cannavaro's disappearance is similar to 2 other reports in surrounding cities almost a year ago to date. If you have any information about the whereabouts of these missing women, please don't hesitate to contact your local authorities. What? What the hell? Who am I? Am I waking up? Oh, with this ghost on top of me. A feeling of exposure and adrenaline jolts from my chest to the corners of my body in a fraction of a second. What my eyes are seeing, my mind can process. It's making my skin crawl. I suddenly feel like prey that's about to be consumed. Only now can I begin to wrap my head around what's happening. What? What the fuck is that? I fight confusion as I try to piece together this surreal puzzle. None of what I'm seeing makes sense. As I feel a second wave of adrenaline pulsing in my veins, a moment of lucidity falls over me. Thanks to that, I become aware of something small pushing against my hip. Am I being ghosted? Well, I think this is a ghost. Under different circumstances, some dark twisted part of my mind might enjoy this as a game, but my eyes are starting to show me the full picture of what's in front of me. The second wave of adrenaline shoots into my bloodstream. The soft, eerie glow of the moon shines in from the window, but its light isn't reflecting against whatever aura is latched, because she's a ghost! Finally, my rational mind reacts, the terror of what I'm experiencing coming to life. My revolver, I always sleep with it close by. It's under the pillow. I just need to move my arm and... Unfortunately, all I can manage is a few pathetic twitches of my fingers as I utter a stupid moan. Ah! Move! What the fuck is happening to me? I can move. I can scarcely breathe. My body is totally unresponsive. Is she a sleep paralysis demon? I can hear my heartbeat pounding in my ears as it thumps fearfully in my chest. My fingers are too paralyzed to even grab at the edges of the sheets. Is that a woman? How the hell did you get in here? Damn you, get off of me! God, stop choking me! Am I going to die? Panic turns to anger to despair. Why can't I move? Am I having some sort of seizure? Is this apparition a product of some fever dream? Where will I go when I die? What awaits me? If anything, why can I only lie here and scream? Move! Oh my god! What is that? God! Move, damn you! Get up! Just fucking move! Oh! We moved! Ah! Ugh, it disappeared, it's gone. Still, its image is burned into my retinas. I can't stop trembling. My lungs, starving for oxygen, force my mouth open as I gasp for air. I can't stop shaking. Let me look around. There must be some sort of explanation for what happened. A distant crack of thunder illuminates the room, and only then do I realize that it's raining outside. I can almost feel someone staring at me from beyond, but at least I can move. That must have been some sort of paralytic dream. I've never experienced anything like it, but merda, that was too real. Though the storm outside is raging, all is calm within my room. My heart rate is still spiked, but it seems warranted under the circumstances. Little by little, the moonlight streaming in from the window helps to reassure me. Are episodes of sleep paralysis usually that intense? And do people usually see ghost girls? I wipe the cold sweat from my forehead and make a move to turn on the light. But just as my fingertip brushes against the switch, I catch myself. Relax. I'm not going to allow myself to act like a cliche in one of those stupid horror movies. I'm better than that. After all, every person in the world goes through something like this at least once in their life. Right? Not every single person has sleep paralysis. I just have to calm down. My eyes fixate on different parts of the room, but my mind is wandering. Despite the recent trauma, I find myself trying to recall the event with as much clarity as possible. All is still and quiet, but my breath is still coming in racked rasps. And how is that like like that? I'm still a little afraid, no doubt, but I close my eyes slowly. That's it. Inhale. Exhale! Like you're in a fucking yoga class. You have to calm down. It was just a dream, a hallucination. Matter like this happens to people all over the place. You're not special. I am special. Stop saying I'm not special. I inhaled the cold air deeply, filling my lungs with refreshing mountain air until my breathing normalizes. What was that? Suddenly the frightened feeling of someone watching me pricks my senses. Chucky, are you watching me? Hey, who's there? Calm down. Oh, I saw something. I open my eyes, almost certain that I'll see the silhouette of something at the base of the bed. There's nothing there, of course. I'm irritated with myself for giving in to such a primitive fear. Nobody's watching you. There's no one here but you. Lie down and go the fuck to sleep. It doesn't matter how really tall felt. It was just some sort of nightmare. Keep telling yourself that you're about to get murdered. Or even worse. You're safe, go back to sleep. Oh, it's morning! Ugh, fuck! The alarm never went off. Do I have to go to work? What the? It's off? How did that happen? I rise from my bed with zombie-like heaviness, like a corpse being reanimated from years of slumber. God, shittiest fucking night of my life. I stretch slowly and somehow feel a peculiar soreness in my arms and chest. What the fuck? Was I doing push-ups in my sleep or something? Whatever I was doing, my head hurts like a motherfucker. I shuffle to the end of the room and flick on the light with all the energy and sprinters of an overfed cat. Am I fat? Oh, it doesn't turn on. A series of disgruntled sighs exit my mouth as I flip the switch several times. The fucking power is off. Can you stop saying the F word? The last thing in the world I feel like doing is going outside. But if I don't check the generator, I'll have bigger problems to worry about than being tired. Last cat is over with. Well, if that thing went kaput, that'll be the end of my stress and me. Surely only one has malfunctioned. There's no way they all could have gone out. I think that's very possible. I climbed down the stairs, my footsteps thudding, hollowing against every step. They've always sounded like that, even when I first started building this place when I was 22. Oh, so we built this place. Why do my feet feel so heavy? Did I get fat overnight? At least buy a better TV. I really must have had one hell of a night. I didn't even drink that much. Maybe all the stress is finally catching up to me. Wait, did I bang last night? No, of course not. So damn, I think I need another appointment. With who, my therapist? I take a moment to gather my thoughts as dim sunlight streams in through the windows. If I've got time to stand here like an idiot, the least I can do is go wash my dishes from last night. Hold on now, I never even took the time to eat dinner last night. What happened last night then? The icy tap makes me grit my teeth as I plunge my hands in and go for the sponge. If I wasn't awake before, this is sure to do the trick. I grab for the first dish and scrub quickly. With each wipe and twist, I can feel my energy recovering, as if each washed dish represents my stress. I didn't know washing dishes recovered your energy. It does the opposite to me. Still, nothing can eliminate the looming specter of my unfinished novel. It's causing me nothing but grief and frustration. My bed is calling me back like a sultry siren, promising to put all my woes to rest. Am I a writer? But I've got bigger things to worry about. My damn contract and that good for nothing generator. Still, for how tired I am, I feel like I could collapse right here in the middle of the kitchen. But we just woke up. Damn it! Today marks 3 weeks of writer's block. Almost a month and nothing to show. Fuck! I produce the keys to the front door and prepare to head out. What those stupid agents at the publishing company don't understand is that you can rush this process. Can or can't? This is the last time I'll ever work with those gritty schmucks. After I finish this book, I'll look for a publisher that actually gives a damn about my well-being. Hell, maybe I'll even start my own publishing company. On second thoughts, that would require me to work closely with way more people than I would ever want to. And that's a problem. And that's why it's good to work for other people. Honestly, I have enough savings to take a break for at least 2 years. Regardless, it's definitely time for a change. That's a good plan. After this book, I'll take a well-earned extended vacation. I'll write my next novel on my time, and everyone else can go to hell. I only need 6 months to write a novel, anyway, usually. Without that stress hanging over me, I could probably finish an entire series, and still have time to do whatever I want on the weekends. What's that? Oh, I'm leaving. I've built a really nice place. I opened the door, and inhaled the bracing coolness of the outside. Yeah! Merde, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. What is wrong with me? I'll check out the generator and go back to sleep. Deadline or no, I can work when I'm feeling this shitty. Maybe I've built this house on top of some Indian burial grounds. Dried leaves and twigs snap and crunch under the heavy weight of my thudding as I hear peculiar birds call in the distance. Upon reaching the generator, I kneel in front of it and inspect it closely. Everything seems fine except... how strange. It's been switched off. I checked the gas tank only to discover that it's completely empty. What the fuck? This was full 2 days ago. There's no way in heaven or hell that the generator could have burned through it all already. I examined the machine more closely, making sure there are no leaks. It looks as new as the day I bought it. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe the stress is finally getting to me. I could be wrong about how much gas was in it. That's how they catch you. You know what? This isn't a big deal. It won't get cold till later. So I can come back after a quick nap and I'll take care of it. After a little rest, I'm sure I'll be able to. Whoa! What was that? If you're going to stay in my house, at least pay rent. What? I slammed closed the maintenance door while my eyes dart about the forest. I probably looked like a frightened deer caught in some undersight. This feeling is just like last night, like someone is watching me. This spine-chilling feeling can be mistaken for anything else. Something unseen is staring at me, something malicious. My gaze jumps from tree to tree as I look in every direction, being sure not to move a muscle as I keep my hand on the generator door. I can't understand why, but I slow my breathing, as if even the sound of hair passing through my nostrils might be the end of me. And just as suddenly as the inexplicable feeling came over me, it's vanished. I finally rise and make my way back to the cabin, sighing heavily as I do so, with just an inkling of that feeling left in my wake. I bolt the door behind me with extreme prejudice, then trudged back upstairs. Getting out of bed was a mistake. Why did I even take the time to wash the dishes? Better go back to sleep. As if to remind me of my failure, the door to my office stands open as I finish my accent. Fuck me, I can't go back to sleep. I need some coffee. If there's one thing that's always been there for me, as a writer or otherwise, is that bittersweet, life-giving brew. I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure it's been doing much for me lately. It doesn't. It's an addiction. Regardless, there is comfort in ritual, so I prepare myself a cup anyway. I look out the window, glancing at the couch as I wait for my pot to brew. As much as I want to see it, I know who will be victorious in the battle of staying awake if I give in. I pour myself a large piping cup, then head back upstairs. The aromatic dendrils of Java incite me towards my study, as they usually do. I head inside, opting to steer into the small encouragement before I have time to change my mind. I sit myself in front of the typewriter, take a moment to situation myself, then... Why do you write in a typewriter? Write on a computer, you can just delete it. Ah yes, my old persistent nemesis. Writer's block. The age-old demon had been winning my battle for productivity for too long. In fact, it's been closer to 2 months, though recently it's gotten worse. Come to think, it all started right around when those nightmares began to happen. I loathed this muddled, blind feeling, this hellish mindscape where pleasurable creativity is traded for forced productivity. I close my eyes and frown deeply before rising to throw open a window. Some might think me crazy, but the cool forest air always helps me focus and fills me with inspiration. Why don't you write outside then? I sit myself once more and begin to write. Anything, everything. A stupid, nonsensical stream of words and phrases. Here's a cohesive sentence. Switch the tense, switch the verbiage from masculine to feminine. Utilize every trick you have to break out of this block. Of course, I've tried this before, with no results. Many say that writer's block is non-existent, and I may have agreed with them at one time. But this is palpable, seemingly insurmountable, a storm of shit, battering down onto even my most fundamental creativity. Damn it, this has to end at some point. Whatever this cursed problem is, I simply need to find a bit of inspiration. And I don't think you can find it in the middle of the forest, right? I'm exhausted, and I just go back to sleep. Ridiculously tired. For this. Why can't I move ahead? Why the fuck am I not getting anywhere? I've been walking for so long. Feels Feels like an eternity. I just want to sit down, but I haven't reached my destination yet. I just want to take a break. I want to sit alone in an empty world. A world where I only exist and no one can bother me ever again. Why don't you write about this? Or perhaps I want to sit with her. I don't even know her name. I want to sit with the one I don't know yet. Does this have anything to do with the disappearances? With the one I may never meet? Oh, to sit down, to rest. For a moment, just a few damn seconds. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going, but I have to get there. To relax for the first time in my life. To sit without fear of time slipping away. To take a breath of fresh air without having to watch my back. But I can't stop. If I stop, I will have lost before I can prove who I am. I have to push onwards, even if I don't know the way. Go straight, wander around. Go straight. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know what I want yet. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Damn. So, why am I doing this? Who am I looking for exactly? How long have I been searching for this unknown? Since when do I try so hard for someone or something that does not exist? To toil for someone who isn't meant for me? To hope so hard for someone who will never arrive? Since when? Is it her? Or is this just a machination of my imagination? Do you just write poesy at this point? Have you been with me this whole time? Or have I bumped into her unknowingly and passed her by? Am I sitting right in front of her but unable to see? Having simply buried her in my insufferable loneliness? No, I never had it. It was never in my memories. Not even in my dreams, nor my nightmares. I don't even know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? A face I can visualize? One that is not temporary? One whose lips do not change pallor and whose eyes do not hide underground? I possess no dreams, only goals. I stopped dreaming years ago. I have no dreams, I can look for her there. How long have I been searching? Since the beginning or even before that? Maybe I'm just looking for a face to reminisce by. A silvery smooth face that I can see my own reflection in. A gaze that shines with the same sharp hatred that I've been dragging around for years. The same hatred I've used to build my empire. A look for slender, fragile hands, bloody knuckled and ready. Big fearful eyes that can steadily hold my gaze. A delicate nymph that channels anger and animosity to rise above. A bad girl and a slave. A comrade in arms. A frightened, helpless creature to watch my back and cover my blind spots. Someone to spit upon and lick me, reciprocating the same sick obsession. A Pandora's box. A what? What are you talking about? You should write about this. Oh, merda! What time is it? God damn it! As soon as I perceive the time, my anger goes off like a firing pin eating the primer of a bullet. I slam my fist against the desk, cursing as I knock over my cold coffee. Coffee that I never even got a chance to sip at. Merda! Fucking hell! How could I have so easily drift off? And how had I managed to sleep the entire day away? I feel around in my desk drawer for a flashlight. Oh, the generator! As I click it on, I remember the problem of my empty generator. A problem I had so easily shrugged off, thinking I had plenty of time to address it. I hissed out another expletive as I realized that I spilled the damn coffee all over my pajama bottoms. I hadn't even bothered to change into proper pants. I rise quickly and I pace into my bedroom to change. Things can go on like this. This is becoming unbearable. I dress hurriedly and pull on my boots before I look around for my jacket. Then head out, locking the door behind me as I always do, a deeply ingrained habit. Did I bring the keys with me? As I make my way into the ever-tightening night, my steps quicken. When I come upon my truck, I can't help but kick the tire in frustration before I climb in. As I crank up the cold engine, my legs tremble, not from the cold, but from anger. Fodas, a whole day wasted. 2 months ago, I wouldn't have cared, but every fucking day is a setback now. I haven't eaten a damn thing all day, and I've got no power. Great job, my dude. Now I'm driving you to town at night like a fucking idiot, like some goddamn city slicker who's never done this before. I take to the road, and little by little, my anger begins to dissipate. As much as I had chastised myself for my stupidity, I really enjoyed night drives. There's no point in being mad. What's done is done. I should be productive and think of all the things I need while I'm there. I should pick up some groceries, more coffee, more gas than I think I need. Hell, if I'm lucky, I might even find a woman to hook up with, even if I have to pay. I'm not really in the right mindset to enjoy a random fling, but sometimes the opportunities fall into my lap. I'm that handsome, you know. The shitty hand I've been dealt in life is more or less compensated by my good looks, I guess. I don't have to work hard to keep up my physique, and I'm a gifted writer, though the latter hasn't been evident recently. It's like some kind of outside force is deliberately blocking my creativity. Before I got stuck on this current piece of shit, I had so many ideas, enough to write the whole goddamn saga. As soon as I got a few pages into this one though, things started to go downhill quickly. Not only does my current novel feel like a swim through mud, but other times seems to be slipping like water in my grip. Not only that, but all those ideas I had for the other stories seem tried and manufactured. A big bump on the road jostles me out of my thoughts, and I switch on the radio to see if I can find some solace in the white noise. As it blinks dully to life, I catch a glimpse of the glowing squarish numbers. 11:30 p.m? Ow, how in God's name did I sleep for so long? Even if I did sleep in, that was one hell of a nap. Well, there's no point in fixating on it. I tune into the first station I can find and try to calm myself as I focus on the road. The road, in all its gentle gloominess. I begin to notice how cold it is. My fingers are actually a bit numb as something on the radio catches my attention. The disappearance of Wendy Cannavaro continues to concern law enforcement and local families as we approach the 3-week mark of her alleged abduction. While some investigators speculate that there may have been no foul play involved, the ever-growing search continues. The local sheriff, who continues to lead the search parties, is urging all women to take precautions when leaving to or from their homes, whether they fit the profile of the alleged victims or not. Further, the sheriff encouraged everyone to remain vigilant in an earlier statement, emphasizing safety and group travel. Cannavaro's parents, as well as dozens of others, are demanding more from the police in light of recent occurrences. Their desperate pleas escalating to angry demands. The sheriff has assured everyone involved that they believe they're closing in on a relocation north of the city, though no more details were given. They always think they're so close. Listening to the news has brightened my mood considerably, to the point where it feels like things are looking up. What is my book about? Their constant strings of incompetency always makes me feel bad about myself. Perhaps I'm fickle. Is it so terrible, after all, to take solace in such a simple thing? Now's a good time to find some tunes, if for no other reason than to celebrate my superiority over those overblown, self-important cops. But no sooner do I find a decent station than I see flashlight lights and a few distant silhouettes up ahead. I slow down, eating the signs as I come upon a barricade. As I roll closer, I see the outline of 2 cops, and one of them approaches me, a flashlight bobbing in his hands. My eyes widen for a moment, as I instinctively make a move to turn off the radio, but I catch myself. I need to remain calm. These guys are probably all riled up right now. I lower the window, and the cop peeks in and examines my face. Hey bud, road's out, sorry. You'll have to turn it around and head back from where you came. What do you mean the road's out? It's only another 30 miles or so from here. It doesn't matter, there's no room for a vehicle to pass through at the moment. Can you at least tell me why? That was a big old landslide that happened earlier, just around the next turn. Took off the goddamn hill with it. It's a mess. Okay, fine, but if that's the case, how did you guys get here? The cop furrows his brow, obviously irritated by the question. Do you see a squad car here, son? We're parked way on the other side of the mountain. We had to move it over here. How long is it gonna take them to clear it out? Look, if I knew, I would tell you. They're working on clearing it out now, but don't hold your breath. You can wait here, if that's what you're thinking. Turn it around and go back. Seeing that I haven't moved yet, the second officer approached my vehicle, and I noticed that who I thought was a he is actually a she. Oh my! Who's this? Police officer. Hello? A very attractive woman. From what I can see, just my type. Can I take her home? Pale complexion, honey-colored eyes, and long black hair tied up into a messy ponytail. Pure perfection. I nearly forget where I am as I begin to undress her in my head. This guy's a pervert, of course. Slowly yet deliberately, starting with that messy ponytail. Oh, just stop! The grumpy guy cop is still talking to me, but I've totally phased him out. I have no idea what he's just said, but it shouldn't be hard to guess. Alright then, we'll say the road will be cleared by noon tomorrow? I thought we were stopping there, but apparently not. Lord no, this could take up to a week. If the weather holds up, they might be able to clear it in 5 days. That's assuming everything goes right. What about groceries? What about my power? Can I at least take this cop with me? Are you telling me I won't be able to get into the city for 5 days because of some dumb ass landslides? And like that, she has nothing. Hey, don't get snippy with me, son. This isn't our fault. You think I wanna be out here in the cold all night? I said what I said. Turn your rig around, you ain't getting through tonight. Can she come with me? Given the tone of his voice, he's finished talking with me, which means my time for ogling this beautiful lady cop is over. Guess I have no choice. I grunt in distaste as I shift into reverse and turn my truck around. Only the purr of the engine brings the silence of the night as I head back to my cabin. I'm trying to maintain a positive outlook, but it's been one hell of a day. It's fine, this isn't a big deal, not really. Wasn't I going to get groceries? There's really nothing I absolutely need from town. I've got at least 4 months of food and drink, and I can't tap into my emergency gas reserves. That's what it's there for, after all. I guess it's time for another rotation. Damn, I haven't had to tap into my stabilized fuel reserves for nearly 3 years. Fodas. A fresh wave of anger anger washes over me, and I grip the steering wheel harder as I try to warm my numbing hands. It's probably better than I don't have much circulation. I might try to stupidly take out my crashing by accelerating. Running myself off a cliff will be one way to end the night. The best I can do is hide my irritation in silence and head back to the cabin. Try to make the best of the night I have left. That's going to be it for now, guys. I don't want this to go for too long. If you want me to continue Wet Nightmares, let me know, because I'm sure this is building up to something, and that something might be very interesting. So guys, stay good, and of course awesome. Bye bye.